going to suggest an action plan to Brian and Nick to help them banish those frustrating and irritating negative reviews. They need to look at how they serve breakfast to their guests. Maybe they could separate group bookings as Brian suggested. And there always needs to be someone on hand to deal with complaints. Staffing in general needs attention, from recruitment to training and the welcome at reception. Service of the afternoon tea needs improving. In a venue like this, and for a cost of nearly £25 a head, it really should be faultless. I know exactly the right person to help them. Grant Harrold is an authority on etiquette and just happens to have been a butler to the Prince of Wales.
I feel quite excited about coming here today to have a look at this fantastic venue. I'm not sure how much help they're going to need, but I can maybe give them some pointers and some guidance.
If Grant's way of serving tea is good enough for royalty, it's surely good enough for Fawsley Hall.
What I was thinking, but I mean, I can just use...
Today, these members of staff will be serving their boss's tea, under the scrutiny of someone who worked at Highgrove.
It's full afternoon tea. I'd like Earl Grey, please.
Thank you, sir.
You may have some other type.
No, I'll take the same, thank you.
The same.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
What she just did was fine. I mean, I thought she was very polite and said all the right things. And
sometimes the staff do not always explain the range of afternoon teas that we have, and also the different types of teas and infusions that we offer.
A lot of it could be the fact that the staff are maybe new or something like that.
I'm still learning. You know, I've been doing this for years, as I'm sure you would say. There's always something to learn. But if they just get a little bit of a knowledge, which is really, as you know, it's very easy to find out about, or get somebody in who's maybe a tea expert who could talk, because that can be quite fun. And for some reason, having someone there talking and explaining how to do it rather than reading about it, it's a lot easier to take in and remember.
Tea and cakes arrive after just a few minutes.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Whereas reviewer Janine waited around 40 minutes for her tea time treat.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Got assorted scone with sultanas and the plain scone, chocolate and orange cake, fruit tarts with blackberries, and that one is with the raspberries, banana mousse with mango gel and the rose macaroon.
That looks splendid.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Thank you.
There was one or two things I noticed. In general, I thought they did very well. One thing I noticed when they brought the tea in, you both were having Earl Grey. They say one of you was having an Assam or something. It'd be quite nice if she actually said, "There's your Earl Grey, sir," and your Earl Grey, sir. Just, reiterating what you're actually having. The other thing was with the cakes. I felt sorry for them because there's a lot of cakes there, and I think it's quite difficult. You can see you're having to point to them all, which isn't really what the guest wants to see, someone pointing at the cakes.
And Grant picked up on several other things.
The teapots, we always slightly turn the handles round so it's easier for them then to get the teapot. That's really it. Then once you've got the tea in, they will then begin pouring the tea. I would let them pour it, because tea can be a funny thing with some people. Some people like it strong, some people like it weak, so they can choose. The other thing I was going to suggest is tea leaves. I don't think you've got any tea leaves just now, but it's quite fun to have tea leaves and the little tea strainers. So again, it's quite fun for them. It's something maybe different that they don't always do.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
offers
so traditional.
I think so. It's traditional, and you can put it to your own strength.
Brian and Nick seem genuinely impressed with Grant's suggestions.
Strong because the Indian tea.
So, given Fawsley's mixed reviews on service, what's his verdict?
I thought they did really well. I mean, I would quite happily have one of them serving me tea here. They were polite, they were efficient, they knew exactly what they were doing, they knew the selection they had. I mean, there's one or two little pointers that I've shown them that might help them out. The team that I've just met know what they're doing, very friendly, and if there is another team that's locked in a dungeon, then that's the only explanation for this mad confusion, but we'll see.
Well, the staff who served me tea were nowhere to be seen today. Maybe Grant stumbled on something.